there at, I believe it's Fort Jackson in Camp Lejeune area. So I was up there for that 1 year, and I enjoyed it. A lot of pretty country up there in North Carolina.
Roger that. Would that have been about 1974 or 75?
That would be a Roger. Yeah, probably 75, maybe 76. I got in the service in 74. I'm thinking it was probably around 76, maybe, when I was up there.
Roger that. I was in the ROTC program and spent a little time at Camp Lejeune in 74, 75. But then decided to go into law enforcement. So that's where I wound up. But did you ever do any exercises up around Linville Gorge near Mount Mitchell?
Not that no, I don't believe so. The reason why I actually went up there, I was radar maintenance, and my radar site in Florida did not go on the TDY exercise, and I volunteered because I didn't want to hang around with most of the base gone, and so they put me in charge of fuels. So I was actually a fuels specialist, and I went around and filled up generators and stuff out of a tanker truck, and I got to drive around a lot of area around North Carolina. But I do remember I had a buddy. We went up there. I got to turn this radio down. Sorry. I had a buddy that came from North Carolina, Cherryville, North Carolina. His dad, I think, worked at a cloth mill over there, and so I ended up going up there, and what a beautiful, beautiful country on the western part of North Carolina.
Roger that. That would have been Cone Mills in Cherryville, and I am probably just about 30 to 45 minutes from Cherryville. We are in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. We are about 45 minutes from Mount Mitchell, highest peak east of the Mississippi. KSF.
Roger that. What is the elevation of that Mount Mitchell?
That'll be 6,680 feet. KSF.
QSL in the 66 plus. I'm jealous. I'm envious of that kind of elevation. What a line of sight, especially for VHF, UHF communication when you're up that high. I'm only sitting at 1,320 feet at the base of my tower. But I guess when it comes to HF frequencies, that really doesn't matter as much. But when you get on VHF, UHF, that elevation means everything.
We're only about 1,600 feet where I live, and then Mount Mitchell is 6,680. But where I live, on my VHF, I can hit stations all the way into South Carolina and Tennessee from my house.
Roger that. Yeah, you got beautiful that Appalachian ridge that runs down through there. Just a lot of beautiful country, and then the Smoky Mountains. How far is the Smoky Mountains from you?
I'm about 2 hours from the Smokies. I have done quite a bit of hiking and camping over there in the Smokies. Matter of fact, if you're familiar with that area, there's a lake over there called Fontana Lake. My mother lived on the back side of that lake till she was 5 years old. That's when they built the dam and everybody had to move out. KSF.
Roger that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, when they put the dams in there on the Tennessee River, I guess, unfortunately, a lot of people had to move, but it was a necessary thing because of the flooding. I have a brother-in-law and sister that lives in Tennessee, right there. I think it's called, I'm trying to remember the name of the town right now. Well, when they had the Saturn plant, they had the Saturn plant in a similar name town. Now I have to think of it here. My brain's kind of going dead right now. I guess it's past my bedtime, but hey, I'm retired. I go to bed whenever I want to.
Roger that, and I get up when I want to. I retired in 2015 from the sheriff's office, and when I retired, I mean I retired. Yes, sir.
Roger that. Appreciate your service. Tell you, our law enforcement, I can't say enough good about them. They got a tough job, and it just seems like every year it just gets tougher and tougher. And it seems like I don't know. It seems like the criminals have more rights than the law enforcement, and it just ain't right.
No, it's just one of those things that we need to change come November. Can I say?
Roger that. You got my vote. you know which direction I'm going. I'm not going to get into politics, but I'll tell you what, it's a shame what is going on in politics, and you don't know who to believe anymore. I mean, my goodness, the lies and the deception that's going on. I'm not sure who's really running the country right now.
Well, I hate to see what's going to be running it when my grandchildren grow up. Yes, sir.
Roger that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got grandchildren. In fact, I became a great-grandfather this year when my oldest grandson and wife had a baby, and so I became a great-grandfather finally. Boy, I'm starting to think my sisters, they lived right off the Tennessee River. In fact, there's a dam there called Watts Bar Dam. And that dam there on the Tennessee River has, I think, 3 different ways of producing electricity. I think they can do it with coal. Of course, with the river, what do they call that? Turbo electric, I don't know. And then they got a nuclear plant there, too.
That wouldn't be near Oak Ridge, would it?
Oh, I'd pull that up on a map. I'm not sure about Oak Ridge. I know they're not too far from Dayton. I think Dayton's about an hour from where they live.
Yeah, that'd be one of the hydroelectric plants, and the Fontana Dam is hydroelectric. That dam's 480 feet high.
Wow. They can hold back a lot of water then.
It's a beautiful lake, and most of the streams that feed that lake are good trout streams. We go back on the creek where my mother was raised. Me and my son still go back there every once in a while. We'll take a hammock and a rain fly and about a 60-pound pack. We'll go back there and we'll stay for a week.
You're an adventurous. You like to get out into nature, don't you?
What time I'm not laying on the couch and sleep, I like to be outside. Yes, sir.
You had following that. Oh, boy. I tell you, your signal's so strong, it's like I'm looking around the room here thinking maybe you're out on the porch talking to me.
We're using a Yazoo 450D barefoot 100 watt into a homemade Carolina Wyndham about 35 feet up. Yes, sir.
Well, I tell you what, 100 watts, it's working. That's what I'm running, just 100 watts. I'm not sure it's only necessary to have all that amplification some of the big boys run, because I'm getting a lot of 100 watt radios that fit me, 9 or better. Like you're hitting me, I think, about 20 over right now. And I think the antenna is probably a little bit more important than power. Light antenna and the radio's doing a great job for you.
Well, my call sign Whiskey Alpha 4 Bravo Romeo Whiskey actually belonged to my deceased